Friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. Hey, I wanted to welcome you to Tie Shirt Tuesday. Every Tuesday you see me wearing a new tie shirt. I used to wear these every day when I first started this channel, but since then I've moved on to some different novelty shirts, and my 11-year-old daughter said, "Dad, why aren't you wearing the ties anymore?" And so she said, "You should have Tie Shirt Tuesday." So now, every Tuesday, I'm going to wear a tie shirt, and I'm doing it for my baby because I love her. So let's jump into this. You know, we were talking recently quite a bit in our house about confidence and where confidence actually comes from. You know, does it come from the way we dress? Does it come from our accomplishments? If we achieve great things, do we automatically have confidence? I'm going to tell you it's not true. Because the most confident guy in the room is usually not the guy in the Armani suit, wearing the gold Rolex, who just showed up in a rented Ferrari. You know, that's not a confident individual. That's somebody who's trying to compensate for something. I'm going to tell you what, confidence does not come from how you dress, how you speak, or how much money you make. Confidence comes from understanding, experience, and study. And I'm going to explain it to you because, in other words, when you really get down to it, confidence comes with knowledge. You know, I'll give you an example. You know, when I first learned how to drive a car, I had no idea how to drive. It was a stick shift, so I had to get through that little predicament. I remember I went with my mom to a Ford dealership, and I had saved up enough money to put a down payment on a brand new Ford Ranger pickup truck. So we did the deal. I didn't have enough to put a down payment on one with an automatic transmission. That was something you had to pay extra for back then. So I had to get one with a stick. And I hadn't driven a stick before, but I wanted to drive that pickup truck home. And my mom had brought me there in her car, so that truck had to get home some way, right? So I wanted to drive it. It was a disaster at first, right? Because I had to learn how to use a clutch and a gear shift. And, you know, the car lurches, it stalls, it rolls backwards. It was absolutely no fun at all. But you know what? I didn't give up. I kept driving that car. And do you know what? A few months later, I'm driving down the road, I'm eating a sandwich, I'm steering with my knee, right? My subconscious mind has got this, and I'm not even consciously thinking about driving anymore. You've done this. You get on the interstate, and you're just kind of like driving along, and you know that a semi-truck will come racing by you, and it kind of wakes you up a little bit, and you take control of the steering wheel. But then eventually, we're confident. We just kind of nod off, and we're able to just take the appropriate action to drive that car where it needs to go. You know, but I'm going to tell you, it was with the knowledge. And it didn't matter what clothes I was wearing, whether I was wearing a suit and some fancy leather Italian shoes. It didn't matter how big my house was. In fact, I didn't even have a house. I was a 16-year-old kid. It didn't matter how I talked. It didn't matter how I walked. It didn't really matter how I acted. But I was confident in doing that one task because I had garnered the knowledge necessary to build confidence. And you can do that with any task, with anything in your life, you know. I did that with the YouTube channel here when I started it. You know, I did my day one video. If you go back and watch the first 30 days, day one was bad. Day two got a little better. And as the days went on, I gained knowledge and a better understanding of how to make these videos. And, you know, now we're over 300 videos, and I come in every morning and sit down and just get this done. And is it because of the way I dress that I do this? Or is it because of the way I talk or act? No, that has nothing to do with it. I'm just a real guy who sits down and has a conversation. Nothing is manipulated here. I'm not trying to be anything that I'm not. You know, and the best way to build your self-confidence is to increase your knowledge. That's what I'm trying to get across. You know, you need to understand yourself, your capabilities, and then you just need to take action. You know, and whether you want to gain confidence in a certain area of your life or in your ability to reach a specific goal, I'm going to give you some things here that you can do to help build your knowledge, build your confidence, and help you move forward so you can be the best you that you can be. First thing I recommend, read and study books. Each day read a book that will help you better understand yourself, or maybe the industry you're in, or something you're interested in. It's the most important thing you can do to become more knowledgeable and increase your self-confidence. Have you ever seen really successful people, even in the movies, but also, in real life? I know many people who are super successful. They also have the most amazing and beautiful libraries, just filled with books that have knowledge and information that has transcended time. A lot of the books they have are older books, and with different ideas and thoughts that allow them to expand their minds and think in a different way. It's kind of like what we do here on this channel. I make recommendations just to get you to think. That's it. As long as we're thinking and we're moving forward and we're learning new things, it will enhance us in ways that you can't even possibly imagine until you experience it for yourself. And feed your mind with positivity. You've got to uplift yourself with things like daily affirmations that will make you feel happier, stronger, and more worthy. And you know what? Use positive I am statements and say to yourself. And remember, you're listening to yourself. If somebody walked into the room and said something negative to you every single day and you heard that, it's exactly the same as you saying it to yourself in your mind. Your mind doesn't differentiate between what's heard with the ear and what's stated within the mind itself. So if you say, oh, I'm not good at that and I suck, it doesn't matter if you say that verbally or to yourself in your head. You heard it either way, and you know what? Unfortunately, that negativity is going to impact you. So instead, say things to you, I am statements to yourself. Things like, I am strong. I am confident. I can do this. I have the ability to do this. I can do it. And then you know what? Take action and move forward. Do what you just told yourself you can do and move forward. But above all things, regardless of what you say, be positive, be kind, and be good to yourself in your mind. Okay? And watch videos, listen to podcasts, attend a webinar, or even a seminar. These are things that can help remind you of what you can be, what you can do, and that you can have anything you want, even if you currently don't know that or know how to do it, okay? Because you're capable and worthy of much more maybe than you even possibly can imagine. And those things will come into your life as you take positive action, whether you want them to or not, okay? So whether you want great, big, beautiful things in your life or not, if you're taking positive action, being good to yourself, to others, and staying positive in every circumstance, beautiful and amazing things will come to you whether you want them to or not, because that's just how powerful positivity is. Remember, being positive will not allow you to do anything better, but it will always have you do everything better than being negative. Stay positive. I cannot tell you how important that is. You won't even imagine how incredibly awesome you will handle circumstances that were difficult in the past if you just move forward, and as things come up again, try a positive attitude. Say, I can do this. I'm going to work this out. You know what? Regardless of how difficult this was in the past, I can do this. With that attitude, you'll be so surprised at how things change just like that. And do your research. Information is easier to attain now than it ever has been. With the internet, we have the ability to accomplish and attain so much knowledge. So research things you don't understand, or things that could make you more effective in not only your personal life, but your work and in attaining your goals. Do your research. Gain understanding. Remember, the whole point here is that with knowledge, you garner confidence. With a positive attitude and knowledge, you will gain an incredible ability to do things you never thought were possible. I mean, it is that powerful. It is incredible. And you know what? Spend time with successful people. being around clever, successful people is one of the fastest ways to learn, Most successful people are completely happy to share their knowledge with people who genuinely want to learn. Remember, they are more than happy to share their knowledge with people who genuinely want to learn. If you have an opportunity to sit down with somebody who's incredibly successful and you want to be exactly like them, don't sit down and tell them all about yourself, okay? I cannot tell you how many times somebody will sit down and say, hey, I'm looking for some mentorship, but then they spend the next hour telling me about all their goals and dreams and everything they're doing to work towards their accomplishments. And while that's all important, when you're sitting down and engaging with somebody because you want to learn and you want them to mentor you, you need to Listen to them. You need to get something from that conversation, not give them something, okay? They don't need your help. You need their help. So make sure that you are listening to them. It's okay to ask questions, but don't tell them your whole life story and everything you're doing and all your failures and all your accomplishments and all that. Stick to the topic that's appropriate for what you're trying to garner from that individual and let them talk. Listen to them. That's how you learn. You don't learn by talking. You learn by listening, okay? And step outside your box to explore new things, If you stay in your comfort zone, it will not make you safe, okay? It will keep you playing small. You're just going to play small. You're never going to have your big dreams, goals, and desires, because as an explorer, and when you become an explorer, you will create new ideas, that are out of what you wouldn't normally discover. So go out, go to new places, do new things, meet new people. Be curious about all the things around you, because this curiosity will lead you to more knowledge. More knowledge will garner you additional confidence. With the knowledge and the confidence, you're going to move forward in a new and fantastic way. Okay, and one thing that's really important, remember this. Practice self-love. You need to be comfortable with yourself before you can look and feel confident. Study yourself. Get to know your true nature and your capabilities. When you know yourself and you know your capabilities, you will know how to better take action to move towards not only your goals, dreams, and desires, but to solve circumstances that come up that are getting in the way of that activity from happening. Exercise your mind and challenge yourself to learn new skills. When you learn new skills, you'll have new abilities to take action, new ways of working towards accomplishing your goals. And I'm telling you what, it will change everything for you. You have incredible abilities within you, and you can do it. If anybody can do it, you can. I believe in you, and I know you can do it. Confidence comes from knowledge. Knowledge comes from learning. And learning comes from personal initiatives, such as applying your skills in various situations and building on previous successes and failures. So choose to invest in yourself through reading, through coaching, through practicing, trial and error, and working hard on an area where you want to become more confident. And I know that with this new guidance and with the new strategies you learn, you're going to get exactly where it is you want to go. I'm always wishing you a ton of success on your self-confidence journey. I wanted to share some knowledge and information with you today that hopefully will help you be more confident as you move forward towards building a beautiful life, the amazing existence that you deserve. This life is so special. We only get one. You only get to be 40 once. You only get to be 30 once. Let's not waste it. Let's take advantage of the time that's been garnered us, and let's continue to move forward in the best way possible. I'm going to support you because I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to share some new ideas and recommendations. I hope it gets you thinking, and I hope it keeps you moving forward. And as we continue to build this relationship that we have, the knowledge I share will hopefully help you to initiate some action that will bring some amazing things into your life and also help you to be the best you that you can be. I care about you. I definitely believe in you. And I know you can do it. So look, Nothing's stopping you. It's time for you to get up and take some action. Let's get going and let's make today the best day that it can be. I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, take care, friends.